Oh. So an example that I used in the small groups was, maybe it's like, you're going to bed and you hear someone like scratching at your window, right? And something's trying to get in, but then you look and see there's just a branch and the wind's blowing, right? So optical illusions, they trick your brain. Hey, what makes you guys happy? Like this is the best day ever. Ruth Ann, best day ever. Describe it. What? Candy is great. Keep going. Best day ever. You wake up. What happens? You get a piece of candy when you wake up? No? Not this is Annie, describe your best day ever. Okay. What's your favorite game to play with your sister? Huh? Moms and babies. Okay, and do you get to play it all day? Like, but this is the best day ever. Anything you want to happen, that's what's happening. So you get to play moms and babies all day long with your sister. Okay. Lily, best day ever. You wake up, what happens? You play with your cousins? Okay. Describing all this, we're going to use this glitter. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's probably good. That is good enough. This glitter represents our joy, right? It makes us happy. We're all happy. We're all loving up. This is a great day. This balloon is stuck, right? It's a great day. We wake up. Let's say we do get a piece of candy. Ruth Ann, what's your favorite candy? You don't know? Okay, my favorite, it's not candy, but we'll go with Oreos. I wake up, boom, pack of Oreos, smack dab on my face. Pack of Oreos, and I'm like, awesome. Do I have to go to work today? No, it's Saturday. So I just sit there, get a glass of milk. Miss Tatiana brings me a glass of milk, says, here, eat your Oreos, have a nice day, stay in bed. And I'm like, yes. And then, let's say I get to watch whatever movie I want to. We'll just go with an Avengers movie. Let's go with Captain America. So, and I just sit in bed, pack of Oreos at 8 in the morning, just eating. And then what happens? Oh, movie's over. It's pretty close to lunchtime. What's my favorite lunch? You know what? Yes. Tatiana brings me in, Miss Tatiana, the lovely Miss Tatiana, brings me in a steak sandwich. There's a nice fried egg on top, nice toasted bread, and just this nice steak sandwich. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, do you want me to help with anything? She's like, no. Stay in bed. It's a lovely day. And then, I'm so happy. And then I get to watch more movies. I just watched the entire Avengers line of movies, a lot of movies, full day. And then comes dinner time. It's been awesome. I've had a full pack of Oreos this morning. Not just one of those 6 cookies. No, I'm talking family size. Family size of Oreos in the morning for breakfast with a nice steak and egg sandwich for lunch. And then what happens for dinner? She brings me in a nice tray. I didn't even know we had this tray. A nice tray. She brings it in, puts it over my lap, and what is it? Another steak. With mashed potatoes. They're all creamy and buttery, and they got cheese on it. And I also got corn, some pepper, some butter, some salt. And what does she bring me to drink? We'll just say orange juice. I love orange juice. And what happens? I'm like, okay, well, do you need me to do anything after? She's like, no, just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. After you're done eating, I'll come get everything. You just stay there. You go to sleep. That would be a really awesome, for me, that would be an awesome day. My back hurts from, the day before playing pickleball. So that would be a really awesome day. That would bring me so much joy, not saying it needs to happen, but it would bring me so much joy. It's just an example. That I would be really happy. Now let's say that Monday I wake up and oh my goodness, I need to get up for work. It's really early. I need to get up for work. I don't want to get up for work, but I have to. And let's say I need to go to work, but I'm feeling kind of hungry, so I'm like, I'll stop at Quick Trip, I'll get a donut. But then they don't have any donuts. More in my bad day. And then I get to work, and I forgot my key to get into work. And now I just have to sit there and sit outside, and it's cold, and it's raining, and it's bad. And then, like, I'm at work, and then nobody shows up, and I'm the only one at work, and I have to do everything all day, right? And let's say I go home, and instead of, giving me a full pack of Oreos, Tatiana's like, you need to clean the house. Clean up, it's all you today. Because I did everything Saturday, it's all you today. And I'm not that happy, but I'm going to do it. And then let's say that, I call Chase on the phone. I'm like, Chase, we need to play some video games, man. Do you want to play some Fortnite? And Chase says, no, I don't want to play Fortnite with you. I've never played Fortnite because Chase doesn't ever want to play Fortnite. And then I try to go to bed, but what happens? My dog just keeps on barking. I'm trying to sleep, and what do I hear? That's not great. So what happens? So this is my day. This is me thinking, I have all the friends, all my stuff, a good dog that doesn't bark, but what happens? This is everything bad. This is my happiness. Ah! That's what happens to my happiness. But this glitter that I put in this balloon, this is all of God's promises and all of that. Everything that he promises to me is in this glitter. And all those joyful things that I was talking about. Help me! Tatiana, come here. Yeah, get up. Come on. Run! All the glitter that I poured in here was my happiness from God. He gave it to me. The nice Oreos, the steak, the other steak, the movies. Please pour in some water into here. Not too much, please. Keep a little bit more. Okay, yeah, whoa, you're the funnel. Oh, no. Oops. All right. Ah! There's a lot of glitter in there. All right. But that's okay, because all that glitter, that's my happiness from God right there. My nice day, my nice snacks, the wet hands. And this is everything bad from that day. Hey, yo, whoa. Oh, it's not doing anything. Why isn't it doing anything? Camden, why isn't it doing anything? My happiness is too good. Where does all my happiness actually come from? All the glitter, right? And what is the glitter? That's everything God has given me. Everything. Can we remember? What am I doing with this after? I'll just hold it. It's fine. A lot of our happiness, what we think, might come from... Do you want to take it? No, I don't. I want you to hold it there. All of our happiness that we feel like comes from like our video games, our friends, our favorite snacks, our favorite lunches, our favorite dinners, don't always come from that, right? Oh my goodness. Okay. Big idea. Who remembers what it was? Camden? 3 words. 2 of them are the same. Stuff is stuff. Stuff is stuff. Everybody stand up. Lily, come here. I know. Haha. Everybody, do you have actions for stuff is stuff, Lily? Lily, stuff is stuff. Stuff. You're carrying a bunch of stuff. Everybody do stuff. You're carrying a bunch of stuff. What is? What do you got for is? Stuff is stuff. Is. Throw your hands up. Like, because it is. And back to stuff. Back to stuff. All right, so we got stuff is stuff. The big idea, stuff is stuff. Hang on. Stuff is stuff. Because we can have everything we want in this world. We can think it brings us happiness. But sometimes, doesn't. All of our happiness that we truly have comes from what God can give us. Our actual friends. You know, maybe someone's not there for us to listen to us all the time, but who is always there? Who's always there, Camden? God. No matter if we can't talk to our friends, no matter if everyone's busy, no matter if we have stuff that isn't working right, we can always talk to God. All right, remember, stuff is stuff because it's here. We think it makes us happy, but sometimes it doesn't. But God is always there. Thank you, Lily. You may go sit down. Who remembers the verse to remember? Do you? Annie, do you remember? Verse to remember? Nah, not the big idea. Hey, quiet! Oh, that's not this one. Kaylee, help her out. Verse to remember. Yes, our optical illusions, remember, are stuff that tricks your brain. But, verse to remember says, then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Comes from John 8:32. When you look past the optical illusion of stuff and realize that all of our happiness, all of our joy is from God, you can know the truth, and the truth will set you free. We're going to talk about this in a few more minutes, but first, we're going to play another game. Maybe we won't. Who wants to play another game? Lila, would you like to come pick a piece of candy or a toy out of one of these buckets? And boy, Mr. Jordan, do you have anyone for a boy? Here's a quick hint. Raising your hand will not get you picked, so you can put your hand down. Sean, you can pick a toy or a piece of candy. Feel free to look at both. Got it? And you can go find your seat back there. All right, while Sean's picking his, we're going to go ahead and get started on our Bible story. Today, we are talking about two pretty cool dudes named Paul and Silas. Okay, you can go and throw that next slide up there. Coming from Acts 16, 20 through 34. So, right in here, Paul and Silas were, doing some pretty cool things in the name of Jesus, in the name of God. And they, by the law of the Romans, were thrown in jail because they were doing things that weren't, normal. They were teaching people, about Jesus, throughout all this and doing some pretty cool things in the name of Jesus. And they said, this isn't right. This is what the Romans were saying. They said, this isn't right. So they threw them in jail, and guess what happened during all this? They were beaten. They were, smacked around. They were beaten up, kicked, all that, not fun stuff. Nobody likes to be beaten up. But that is exactly what these Roman officials did. They threw them on the ground and commanded everybody to go and beat them up. And at the same time, they threw them in jail. Now, being in jail just for doing, what you felt was right, that's not a great feeling, right? What do you think you would do if, you came home and let's say that you got an A+++ on your math quiz or whatever, and your parents said, go to your room. We don't need that here. Go to your room. How would you feel? You came home with this great test score and your parents said, you're in trouble, go to your room. How would you feel? You would feel sad, right? How do you think Paul and Silas felt being thrown in jail, for doing everything for Jesus? How do you think they'd feel, Annie? They'd feel sad, right? Wrong. While they were sitting in jail, do you know what they were doing? They were praying to God. They were making some noise, being all happy, singing all these songs. That's not normal, right? That's not how we think we should feel, but that's exactly what they were doing. And during this time while they were praying, singing all these songs, in the middle of the night, there was an earthquake. They're in jail. There was an earthquake. They're all just hanging out here. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, we love you. Yeah, singing their songs, praying to God. And there was an earthquake. And the doors to the prison opened. Walls fell down. The prison opened. What do you think they would have done? It's the middle of the night. Nobody's around. And they just are free. Their hands are free. The doors are open. Layla, what do you think would have happened? They would have gone out, right? Again, no. They stayed there. And then this jailer comes, the guard that was supposed to be watching him, and he sees, the doors are open. He's like, oh no, I'm in trouble. All of these prisoners are going to be gone, and I'm going to be in so much trouble. But remember, they stayed there. So they called out and said, no, guard, we're still here. We are still here. We were praying, we were singing. God freed us, but we stayed here. We did the right thing. We stayed where we were at. You know what that guard did? Anyone guess? Camden, what did the guard do? Kinda. Do you know what? His entire family, him and his entire family, gave their hearts and their lives to God. Just for that. For the example of the two being in prison, singing their songs and praying, even while they were in prison for doing what they knew was right, and still God freed them. And remember, the guard thought, oh, I'm in so much trouble! But no, they were still there. And they said, no, it's okay. We're still here. We are here. It's okay. You're not in any trouble. Here's an Oreo. Go eat it. Here's some milk. Sit down. Relax. And he and his entire family gave their hearts to God. So there were a couple optical illusions here, something to trick us. We would think that we would be really upset, that Paul and Silas would be really upset by being thrown in jail for doing what they were right. But they weren't upset. They were praying to God. They were singing. We would think that they would run away as soon as God opened the doors for them. But no, they stayed and sat and waited for the guard to come and say, hey, we're all right. We're still here. And you would think that they would just be like, okay, we'll get back in jail. But no, the guard gave his heart and his entire family gave their hearts to God. So there's the optical illusions here. Remember, big idea, what is it? Lily Crandall, what is it? Stuff is stuff. We have all these things around us that we think make us happy, but it's really our prayers and everything that God gives us that give us our true joy. Verse to remember, what is it? We're going to do it again. Annie, do you remember it now? What is it? No, big idea. Camden, verse to remember. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. They had all opportunities to run after the gates were open. Paul and Silas did, but they stayed there, and they helped this guard and their families. They then knew the truth, and they were set free. Remember, stuff is stuff. We're all humans. We're all going to mess up. When we remember that God tells us that he loves us, he loves all of us, we need to love everyone else. Remember, stuff is stuff, and the truth will set us free. All right, we're going to say our prayer, and then you can wait to leave. Everybody, please bow your heads. Dear Jesus, thank you for all these amazing kids you brought here today. We hope that they had so much fun today learning about you and playing all these games. We hope they go on to have an amazing and safe week and come back next week to learn even more about you, to have even more fun. Praise in your name. Amen. Ah! Oh, we were so close. Oh. Okay, you can go. Have a good week.